perhaps one of the most disturbing things about human beings is that we tend to forget that we're going to die. You who are watching me right now, you're gonna die. I am going to die one day. None of us are here forever. The body just not built to last that long. And even though people don't understand that when cell divide, that also causes the cell to, there's just so much division that the cell can undertake. Because I was contemplating like, oh well, if we make new cells every 30 days or so, why do we grow old or whatever the case may be? But the cells do deteriorate every time they divide and or replicate and make new cells. So we're gonna die. And the thing about death is that we don't know when. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. It could be 50 years from now. We don't fucking know. But yet, people don't seem to have that in their rear view to say, how am I living my life today? Because the only thing that I am certain of is this present moment. That's all I know about. That's all I am certain of. I am alive now. I don't know if I'll be alive 1 minute from now, or an hour from now, or a day from now, or a week from now, or I don't fucking know. But for some reason, people just live like so them not expect them to go bumper clot drop dead one day. And so we focus on the wrong things. You know, there are so many things happening in the world, and I wanted to make a video about the Epstein files. I was gonna make a video about it, but I came on this morning and I was just, because this is my thing. This is when it comes to my time, however way I choose to spend my time is productive. So if it means that I'm going to lie on the couch and watch The Rookie all day, that's productive. If it means that I'm going to work on my book from 1 a.m. in the morning until 4 p.m. in the evening, yes, that do happen. That's me being productive. If it means that I'm just gonna take a walk and then I'm gonna come back and I'll play some game, that's me being productive. If it means that I'm going to fire up my phone and make a video like I'm making now, that's me being productive. People don't understand. You cannot waste your own time. Why am I talking about death and people, you know, living as if they're not expecting I'm gonna drop dead one day? I just was watching a video. What's her name? Oh my god. Grace Andrews. Right. So she used to work for Stephen Bartlett, who is the CEO and founder of Diary of a CEO. And of course, she quit her job and she's now starting her own company. Or she has started her own company, and I guess she's trying to make a name for herself in the YouTube space. And she said something that upset me, because I was having a conversation with myself this morning when I went for a walk. Yes, I have conversations with myself, and if you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, and it had to do with work, right? And she made a statement. And this is another thing about people, is that there's so many goddamn followers. Like, no one knows how to, it's like people don't know how to think for themselves, how to critically think. Advice is just that. Everyone will have an opinion about what you should do and how you should do, or whatever the case may be. But it is up to you to determine what you make of that advice. She says there is no such thing as work-life balance. Because at the end of the day, you'll never find a CEO or anybody who is like the number one in their space having anything that resembles a work-life balance. And it pissed me off when I heard her say that. I heard Shannon Sharp, who has, I guess it's a podcast, I don't know, a podcast, Club Shay Shay. He said the same thing, that there's no such thing as work-life balance where he's concerned. And if you're working for him and he needs you to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do some bullshit, then that's just what he expects you to do. Right? If he's having an itch and he figures, hey, we need to do this, and him call you, then you need to be ready to go. And I hear Stephen Bartlett says I watched an interview. I think he proposed to his girlfriend and they're getting married, and she has her own, because everybody have a fucking podcast these days. She has her own podcast too, and she was interviewing him. And I heard him say a bunch of stuff. And people, you see, when they talk about selling your soul to the devil, sometimes people don't understand what that means. You know? There is the literal selling your soul to the devil, as in you sign your name in blood and parchment paper. Right? It's a ritual that you, like literally a ritual. And then there is the symbolic, selling your soul to the devil. Work-life balance, 'is' 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 and if I get up at 12 in the night, can't go back to sleep, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to start working on the book. And sometimes that sees me going from 12 a.m. in the morning until maybe 3 o'clock in the evening when, you know, my feet are cramped and I'm like, you need to get up and go get a fucking, you know, you need to get up, get some fresh air, walk, whatever the case may be. But I could not, in good conscience, expect that if someone is working for me to do the same thing. If I am starting a company, let's just say I kick off on social media and I need to hire a producer and a video editor and I don't know what these I don't know what kind of social media manager, whatever. I don't expect these people to be working 24/7 around the clock. With every time I get up, they're supposed to get up with me. And if it's 2 a.m. in the morning, I'm going to call them and like, hey guys, let us. No, because at the end of the day, all the rewards go to me. All the rewards go to me. So if the company makes $100 million, they're getting their salary and maybe a hefty bonus, but I am getting the bulk of that $100 million. It's not their legacy that they're building. It is not their company that they're building. It is me. So the work-life balance, not having a work-life balance, you have to qualify that by saying, I as an entrepreneur, I as someone who is trying to build a legacy, or is trying to build a brand, or is trying to build a company, or is trying to make a name for myself in this competitive space, there is no such thing as work-life balance for me. But it does not apply to the people who are working for you. It does not apply to the people who have a 9 to 5. You cannot expect the same level of dedication that you have for your own business and your own legacy that people who you employ are supposed to have the same passion for the fuckery that you are doing. Because they are not equally benefiting from it. You believe that Jeff Bezos and a billion-dollar company, the employees are enjoying the fruits of their labor in that respect? No. You believe that the people who work for Tesla is doing as well as Elon Musk is doing? No. So why should Elon expect the same level of dedication that he has for his own company from his employees? That makes no sense because they're not equally benefiting from the proceeds as you are. And these are the things that pisses me off about these goddamn people because everybody just take up a mic and start chat bullshit and then people latch on to what they're saying and thinking that it makes sense. Of course, if you're going to start your own, and this is not something that needs to be said. When you're just starting out, you're going to put in more. It's a lot of hard work. This has been known before social media became a thing. But the work-life balance pertains to people who you employ. You cannot expect them to be at your beck and call 24/7, 365. That does not make any sense. That is what work-life balance is about. So when I heard this girl talk about and I heard Shannon Sharp with the same bullshit, you know, it kind of pissed me off and I just wanted to come in here to let people know that don't let these fuckers have you slaving away at building their own brand and their own legacy. Don't let it happen.